Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. It is August 6th, 2025. I'm broadcasting from Hamden, Maine. My name is Ryan. I am welcome to my channel. I'm here with my sidekick, Conky. Conky is he's playing a little meta. He wants to play a little meta. Say hello, Conky. He's playing a little meta quest. He likes the Horizon. Jesus Christ, this thing looks real. What are you playing, Conky? I'm currently hitting dingers. Where are you hitting dingers? I'm in Toronto. You playing the MLB show? Fucking looking around. I'm looking for Ricky. Fucking asshole. Conky. This is Conky. So Conky's gonna chill. Conky, why don't you chill right there? You play the game. So he's gonna chill and play. What does it say? His shirt says, "My drug of choice is the love I get from Jesus." Well, that's nice, Conky. This is just kidding. It's weed. What's that below? Oh, this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna do some pot taro. This is where Ryan. Conky just fell and just took a dive, took a digger. So, this is where we are going to get together and we are going to sit here and do some pot taro. Okay. What are you doing, Conky? Fucking thing made me dizzy. The virtual reality made me dizzy. Okay. Sit there. You sit there? Jesus, Conky. Don't you fucking knock my Duncan. Okay, we've got some weed. We've got the goggles. America runs on Duncan. Well, people in New England do. Cold brew, little cream, little sugar. Hits the old tickle spot. Donkeys. People in New England. It's a New England thing. Got your Dunkin' Donuts in the morning. America runs on Dunkin'. So, Conky's gonna sit right there. What we're gonna do is we are going to pull our sleeves up. We're gonna open up the old pot taro deck. Oh, look at that. We got a fucking pre-roll in here too. Comes with a pre-roll of, I think this one's called, let me take out my glasses. Oh, ice cream cake. Oh, ice cream cake, that's a good one. So we have ice cream cake. Let's do this. We're a little disorganized this morning. We just came out here. I went to Dunkin' Donuts and we just came out here and we're just trying to do this. So I appreciate you staying with me. Let's give it a good little couple of shuffles. Come on, spirits. Let's see what the spirits want to say. Let's see a spirit come out. Oh, first one of the day. High Priestess of Pot Taro. Woo. What is the High Priestess of Pot Taro? I don't know. We're going to find out. So, we have High Priestess. You can see the light. See it there? Light and dark. Which one are you? Are you light or dark? What do you mean? I mean that, are you light? Or are you considered darkness? Pack, pack, packy, tap, tap, tappy, tap, tap, tap it. I'm a medical marijuana patient. I'm broadcasting from the lovely state of Maine. Royal Bones. We'll probably smoke one of those too, but this is a Vibes cannabis. Oh, that actually does smell like ice cream cake. So what we're going to do is we are going to ask the highest God in existence, the highest God out there. I would like to ask you to guide my words and everything that I say. I'd like to have a clear and concise message from Spirit. So what that means is, this isn't thought out, this isn't planned, there's no like set cards, this is just grab a card and see what happens. This right here is going to be the catalyst to open myself up to the Holy Spirit. See, the Bible is a numbers time code. Genesis, the book of Genesis, God says, behold, Genesis 1:29, behold, I give you all the green herbs, all the green plants, the seeds. Take seeds out of this, you plant it, it fucking grows again. The seeds will be food for your body. So this is biblical. Genesis is 3,500 years old. People debate on how old it is. It's older than you. It's older than your country. It's just the way it is. A little lighter. This one tastes good. I like it. See, the High Priestess of Tarot. Let's just let this resonate. Let's let it resonate for a second. What does a High Priestess do? So my salute to service, patriots from, I don't know, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. What does it mean to be spiritual? I mean, we all know what it means to be religious. To be religious, you have to go to church. That's what religion says. You have to go. This is my church. My church is outside. My church is spiritual. My church is everything that God created, the natural world. Welcome to my church. Just keep your hands off my ice cream cake. Come on, spirits, I want you to have a good message. After I spoke this, I want it to be a clear and concise message on tarot. I don't care how many cards it is, I just want this to be educational to people. I want people to watch this and be like, holy shit. You just smoked that whole pre-roll, that whole 1 gram pre-roll, and now he's talking clear and concise. How is that possible? the lovers, king and queen of the tarot. This looks like the ancient garden, the Bible story. If Genesis is 3,500 years old, let's talk about who is Satan. High priestesses know. High priest knows who Satan is. Do you? See, Satan's job was to deceive humans. Are you deceived? Do you believe in Jesus? Jesus lived. Jesus says, I lived. Jesus, I lived. Stand in front of a mirror. Devil, I know Jesus sacrificed for me, so I could live. See, that's the part of the story, the part of the Bible story that these Bible scholars failed to understand. In the book of Job, Job 1:12. Job 1:12, Satan. Just don't lay a hand on the guy. You can do whatever you want. I think he misunderstood that because I've had 11 fucking surgeries. Reverse engineering, Revelation 2:1. I see a new heaven. I see a new earth. My new heaven and new earth consists of this as medicine. There's no such thing as pharmaceuticals in my new heaven and my new earth because I don't take them myself. So if I don't take pharmaceuticals, I'm 6'6", 222 pounds. I have the most painful progressive pain disease known to modern science, according to modern science's own pain scale, the McGill Pain Scale, CRPS. Google, is CRPS the most painful disease? Then you tell me it's not that bad. You tell me my burning my body is not that bad. You tell me my balance issues are not that bad. You tell me that. You tell me every morning I wake up and it feels like the outside of my legs are on fire and gonna explode. I never do. You tell me what they tell me, there's no fucking cure. There's no pharmaceuticals that help. You're on your own. You want to talk about faith? You want to talk about faith when doctors tell you that you're on your own? Welcome to my life. That's all I have is faith. It's like that Ted Lasso episode, where the Dart episode, where he said that, in my entire life, people have underestimated me. And I finally realized it has nothing to do with me. Mental health is the #1 cause of disability in the world. Why? Why? The Holy Spirit dominates and destroys all anxiety, all depression, all mental health. Mental health is just demons. What do you mean? It's just spirits. Spirits that are to fuck with you. Spirits that died on this planet that were non-believers. What happens to those people? They're eternally separated from God. This is it. This is their life. You get to channel them through tarot cards, or you get to channel them through, Ouija boards. The Ouija boards are the juvenile spirits. The ones, the more advanced spirits don't fuck around with that, because they know that there's a hierarchy in the spirit world. Any true spirituality person will tell you there's a hierarchy. And they can mention some demons by name. If you don't think it's real, go ahead, say those demons' names by name. See what happens. See who comes. See what type of effects it has in your life. The American way, fuck around and find out, is what they say. Fuck around and find out. Do you know who Asmodeus is? I got a giant Asmodeus tattoo on my back in a wizard format. Asmodeus in Jewish lore is the king of demons, king of lust. Now the Jezebel spirit is Eve after she was deceived. Any way you want to look at it. God created males in his own format. He created Adam. He created Eve in his own format. He created females. Eve was deceived. All females are a derivative of Eve. If all females look at Eve as your look in the mirror, she's a female, you're a female. You guys have the same characteristics, the same body, in different shape, but you have the same, you're both women. Eve was tempted to not believe. Are you? Do you believe that Jesus came as a man? Do you believe that he came as a man to absorb the sins of both sexes, male and female, for you? So you could live, so your children could live, so your children's children could live, and on so on? It's the most selflessness act that any God could make for his creation. Okay, got 2 sausage and egg wake-up wraps. Donkey cold brew. Medium cold brew. Okay, so now we have the spirit, so let's do this. So now what we're going to do to balance this out is we're going to take a hit of the vape cartridge. Clear our spiritual palate. The more weed I have, my brain turns into a computer. Watch, I'll show you. Okay, so what? This is what we have. We have all these cards. So what I'm going to do with all these cards, so you can see that I'm not cheating, is I'm going to put in all these cards. You take these cards. Whoop. I'm going to take these cards. I'm going to split the deck like this. Okay, we're going to split the deck like this, like this, like this. No idea what's going on. Like this. And then what we do is we split it one more time. Okay. And now we look at the bottom card. Upside down tower moment. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to have an upside down tower moment. So we started with the high priestess, and now an upside down tower moment. Okay, here we go. So, the next card that we have is, I don't know what the fuck that is. That's just a box full of, it's like Adam and Eve's playground. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And I'm talking about the Adam and Eve store. I like that. I'm a 69 God. Like Kendrick Lamar says, he is 69 God. Well, I'm a 69 God, if you know what that means. The world. Oh, what does the world mean in pot? In pot tarot, the world means like this right here. Do you want to heal? Do you want to get better? Whatever you have, whatever condition that you have out there. You know, I'm not a doctor, a physician by title, but I like to play doctor. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about stuff that doctors don't know. See, doctors don't understand that there's a system inside your body called a cannabinoid system. They're not trained on this. They're systematically not trained on this. It's kept from doctors. I know it sounds awful, right? But it's a United States plan. It's a world's plan. See, in 1960, the world, in a little country called Israel, 10 million people discovered that our bodies have a cannabinoid system that's activated with lock and key with cannabis, marijuana. Game changed. No more prescriptions. This brings you back to homeostasis. Everything that connects the mind and the body. Science says that. Google. You don't believe me? Google. Is the endocannabinoid system real? Endo just means inside of you, cannabinoid. You can spell it. Figure it out. Fuck around, figure it out. Is it real? Science says yes, it is real. It is a biological system that has been extensively researched, they say. Extensively researched? How? How has it been researched, science? Well, what do you mean, Ryan? Well, in 1961, the world got together in a circle jerk, you know, modern day United Nations, before the United Nations were formed. But they got together and said, you know what, guys? Cannabis, the stuff that grows natural, it's inexpensive, and it's going to heal people. Fuck, that's bad for pharmaceutical business. We can't have that. So all the countries said, look at the forecasting model for pharmaceuticals and how much money all these countries are going to make by this select few of physicians that can write these products. And this is what they did. Obviously, these scientists never had a class in ethics, morality. Obviously, they are more towards the manipulation. See, the modern world, we'll stay on this, the modern world, the education level is all-time high. People have degrees in fucking anything you want. You can have 10 degrees if you want. If you got the money, you can have 10 degrees. You get degrees online now. You don't even have to go to school. You just fucking got a computer, you can get degrees. The world thinks they're smart. Oh, we're so smart, we know what we're doing. Except your medicine logos show how unintelligent you people are. See, your medicine logos are Acadius, which are two snakes going up a staff. Your rod of Sisyphus is the World Health Organization's logo on a flat earth with a fucking snake going up a staff. Science uses free will, saying that they don't believe in the Bible. Most scientists identify as atheist or agnostic. That's the new term, agnostic. Agnostic means that, you know, we might believe in God if you show us something, but our egos are so fucking massive that we will never believe. And we'll just make fun of you because it's easier. Plus that science, we get paid. So we create crap. And then we have physicians who have the same symbol as the ancient serpent of the Bible, Satan. So how many physicians are in the world? That's a good question. Google right now, how many physicians are in the world? Google, what's it say? 12.8 million. 12.8 million physicians in the world. Are these the fucking meta glasses? Maybe. So, you have 12.8 million physicians in the world. Google the verse Revelation 12:8. Satan took his angels. Well, Satan is the great deceiver, ancient snake of the Bible, ancient serpent. His job was to be the adversary of God. So God says that everything in the natural world will heal you. And cannabis, Genesis 1:2-9, behold, I give you all the green plants. I give you all the seeds. They are food for your body. And a few men and women say, oh no, that's not real. Google how old's the book of Genesis, and then Google is magic real. You know, now you see me movies. Harry Potter. Harry Potter figured out he was a wizard at 11 years old. When I was 11 years old, Terminator came out. It got me thinking when I saw the movie Terminator at 11 years old. I'm like, John Connor's only fucking 11 years old. There's a synchronicity. So if John Connor's 11 years old and he figured out that he was sent from the future and he was going to change the game changer. Fuck. And then Ghostbusters came out that same year. And then Romancing the Stone came out that same year. Talking about weed, Romancing the Stone. And then there was another movie that came out with, was it Wong or Jake Ryan and Molly Ringwald? Fuck was the name of that movie? Anyway, that came out in 1984 too. I was 11. In 1991, I graduated high school. Judgment Day came out. So Judgment Day came out, 1991, 1973 I was born. Here's a synchronicity for you government employees. 1973 I was born on July 6, 1973. The Drug Enforcement Agency was created by the United States government on July 1st, 1973. Cannabis, marijuana, is currently a Schedule I drug by the Judicial Department. Why? If you have scientists that have identified that the cannabinoid system is a system in your body, then why is it illegal by the Judicial Department? What does the Judicial Department do? What does Barbie do? Bondi, sorry, Bondi. I confused the two. See, your people that voted for the Republican guy, he knew that Bondi was against medical marijuana since 2013 in Florida. She fought it. She did everything she could to fight it with her power of position, as politicians do. So when he told the American public that he was going to take it off in Schedule I and get that done, well, he did what he said he was going to do. Yeah, gave it to her. What'd she do? Put it next to the JFK files? Put it next to the Epstein files that didn't exist? That she went on national TV saying they were on her desk? And then must have been incompetent because it must have been a blank folder. It's that Epstein file, manila folder, Epstein file. And it was blank on the inside of it. Isn't it embarrassing that you have the two top law enforcement agencies in the country who say one thing for months and then all of a sudden, oh, we didn't have it. It just magically disappeared. Just like the rapture. People just magically disappeared. That's the Epstein files. Just magically disappeared. Trust us. What is the world? What is Agenda 2030? Google, what is Agenda 2030? We're in 2025. 2025 is rapidly, going to be 2026. Do you ever think that the leader, this Republican that was voted in, was strategically placed there by wealthy people to fuck things up on purpose? to make the Agenda 2030 a reality, meaning that one person fucked up the government so much that the American people said, no, enough's enough. And we're on board with this one world government, meaning the one world government through the United Nations, everything is controlled through the United Nations out of New York, but it's run out of Geneva, Switzerland. And Geneva, Switzerland, we all know what's in Geneva, Switzerland, it's CERN. CERN's the most satanic place on this earth because they try to believe, they think dark energy. See, Switzerland, they should remove the cross from your flag. Switzerland's flag, for people that don't know, it's a cross. It's a white cross with a red, the blood of Jesus. And they're neutral. They don't believe in Jesus. People in the country do, but the United Nations doesn't. The United Nations created 192 countries in the world. They say there's 192 countries in this world. And they're all part of the United Nations. They're all part of this secular business organization that says, we don't believe in religion. We believe in business. We're business people. We're administrators, scientists, doctors. We tell you what's healthy. We tell you what to take. That's how this works, is what they say. So what they did, the United Nations, 192 countries. I want you to Google this Bible verse, 19:2 Exodus. And then Google, how old's the book of Exodus? And then Google, is Exodus one of the first books, the first 5 books of the Bible? And then think, holy shit, it is. How old is the book of Exodus? How many countries in this world? 19:2 Exodus. People should know when they're conquered. Remember that quote from Gladiator? See, these people, the United Nations, they believe in Greek mythology. So the World Health Organization says the rod of Sisyphus, the god of medicine. Trust us, we're the god of medicine. So this United Nations, this World Health Organization, decided to fuck around and find out, play God. So in 2014, 2015, they gave a donation to this little biotech company in Cambridge, Massachusetts called Moderna. Moderna, why would a World Health Organization that supposedly is a secular business organization give $450 million to a biotech company, unproven biotech company? The most money ever given to an unproven biotech company that didn't have one new drug submitted to the FDA for approval. So nothing to look on for history of what this one company did. $450 million by the World Health Organization. You know this Moderna raised over $1 billion? They call it donations from other pharmaceutical companies. Why would other pharmaceutical companies give this little startup company money? Oh, it's part of the game. The game changed. See, the game changed when, a study was done in 2022 by Harvard. Harvard's the most reputable medical source in the United States, dating back to late 1800s. So Harvard puts out an article saying that drug recalls are common in the United States. Does that mean our medicines are unsafe? Goes on to say that scientific advances have come on, but why is it that from the years of 2012 to 2022, 14,000 once approved drugs by the FDA have been recalled? Why? That's 4 a day, over 10 years. Once approved, placebo beaters. What do you mean placebo beaters? Meaning that you have to compete against a non-active treatment in a double-blinded, random, double-blinded placebo-controlled trial in order to be approved. That's the gold standard by this FDA, Federal Drug Administration, government agency, for prescriptions. That's all they are, it's a government agency for prescriptions. They say they do other stuff, but the other stuff they do, it's mostly prescriptions. That's where the money is. Pharmaceutical market's worth $1.7 trillion, and everything goes through the Federal Drug Administration in America. They are the ego. They are the RFK when he fired the vaccine people. Yeah, he was right to do that. Replace them all. Get rid of it. You've lost the integrity of your positions. Once you start fucking around with viruses and you call it medical research, no, it's evil. It's evil. And the world will tell you. The world's going to tell you. The world's going to know. The world's going to know what really happened with COVID. You can't hide it. You know, it's out there. It's on the internet. Once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. You know, people don't believe me. I've said this many times, and no one's liked anything. It's interesting. Google, blow your mind right now. Google COVID origin North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Read the Carolina News Journal saying that there was a leaked grant from DARPA. Why would a military agency for the United States government, under the executive branch, so the executive branch knows about it? I mean, the executive branch knows about it because $5 billion. You mean that the executive branch leader doesn't know that $5 billion of the United States budget is going to the Department of Aeronautics and what? Research? And they only have 220 employees, but they get $5 billion a year to fuck around and find out? Fuck around and find out? And they know that bioweapons have been banned since 1969 in America, but yet they give money to the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill scientists that don't believe in God. Secular people don't believe in God. They believe in money. Pay me, and I'll do anything you want. That's what they say. And it's weird that the University of North Carolina Science School was in direct collaboration with Wuhan, China, science people, working on the same thing, yet one person got blamed, and they say it came from a fish market. Wow. What's the truth? What's Truth Social? What's Operation Warp Speed? Who did Operation Warp Speed? Do you know Operation Warp Speed was a private collaboration? It wasn't a U.S. government. It was a collaboration between the U.S. government and private organizations. Who were the private organizations? Why? Why this big push with artificial intelligence? People realize artificial intelligence is just algorithms, right? Our artificial intelligence has no emotional intelligence. Do you have emotional intelligence? All this artificial intelligence robots that are being programmed right now, they have no emotional intelligence. Have you watched Terminator? Watch Terminator 1984. When John Connor as a little kid says, you can't go around killing people. Watch Arnold Schwarzenegger's response. Why? I'm programmed. I'm programmed to terminate. I'm programmed to see things. Either green or red. If you're green, you're good. If you're red, hasta la vista. I'll be back. Jesus said that. I'll be back. Do you believe that, world? I do. I believe that Jesus will be back. I believe that Jesus is coming back. I do. With all my heart, I believe that Jesus Christ is coming back to this planet. He's coming back to this planet not to bring peace, but bring fire. And since we're talking about pot cannabis, he's bringing weed. The endocannabinoid system. See, humans cause the most evil on this planet. Humans are the worst creatures on this planet. They're awful. All humans want to do is death and destroy. Death and destruction. Everything they want to do is turn into a weapon. For money. If you don't believe that, look at the actual budget for the United States military and ask yourself why. Why is it $1 billion a year? For what? New weapons? Is there any wars? No. Because they use it for practice. And then they get their stockpiles every year and say, oh shit, we got too many. Let's sell them off to other countries so other countries can start wars and bomb with American-made stuff. And then Americans say, well, you know what? Fuck. We'll come help you. That's what America does. You don't believe me? America is the only country in the world that has a military base in almost every country they fucking want. Name another country that has that. Name a country that has a military base on United States soil. Where? Bermuda? United States left there. The sun. I'm a medical marijuana patient. The United States government, I'm going to talk to the United States Legislative Department right now. It's 435 of you voting members. I want to talk to each one of you voting members right now. What the fuck do you people do all day? You get paid $175,000 a year for your salary at the minimum. What the fuck do you do? Because I'm 52 years old and I have no idea. All I hear is Democrats' fault, Republicans' fault, your fault, your fault. But you people don't help your own fucking states. You guys are represented for your state and you just want to go and run your mouth so being heard. Why? I mean, what's the purpose of the legislative branch? I thought the legislative branch was to make laws and to keep the fair balance in the United States. I don't see that. When you have a legislative branch where you have the entire fucking political party voting against a bill and then another party voting for it, what the fuck? You know, is the integrity lost in the positions of the government, we the people? You know, you're supposed to represent 340 million people. 535 of you are supposed to represent 340 million people in this country. And you guys stand in the mirror and you're like, oh geez, what can we do to benefit ourselves? What can we do to make more money? What can we do to make our voice heard? What TV show can we go on and talk about? You know, that Representative Jeffries, dude, is your job just to be a toxic drama queen? Because all I see him is on fucking social media talking negative about Trump. Is that your job? Is that your job? I don't even know what your job is. I've asked people and they can't fucking tell me. The lovers. The king and the queen of tarot. There's only one king of tarot, and there's only one queen of tarot. You realize that, right? You realize that Jesus Christ is the King of Kings. He's the king of the light, he's the king of the darkness. Yeah. Who's the devil? Who's the devil in reality? Do you ever look at the characteristics? Type in right now, what is the characteristics of a narcissistic male? What are the characteristics of a narcissistic female? There you go. Stand in front of a mirror. Say, I lived. Read those characteristics of a narcissistic male. If you're a male, stand in front of a mirror. Read those characteristics of a narcissistic male. Look in the mirror. Say, I lived. Now look in that mirror and say, devil I. Female, same thing. You're either your higher self or you're your lower self. The higher self is only achieved through Jesus Christ. Period. Game over. Anyone that debates that, I don't care. Go tell it to someone else because I don't give a fuck. Your higher self is through Jesus Christ, because your higher self is, you get the presence of the Holy Spirit, and the only way you're going to get the Holy Spirit, which is God. The only way you're going to get the King of Kings, the King of the darkness, is through Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ, when he died, he absorbed the sins. He's the only person that can do this. He's the only person. He's the only deity, the only God. No other God sacrifice. You know, think about that. All these other religions, and they have all these other gods, they don't sacrifice. They don't want to be worshipped. You'll bow down to them. You bow down to Baphomet. You bow down to Satan. You bow down to everything. Jesus doesn't want you to bow down to him. Church wants you to bow down to them. Religion wants you to bow down to their leaders. No, Jesus wants to meet you where you are. He crossed over. He became the king of darkness. Meaning the king of darkness, everything bows down to him. In the dark world, you either bow down to Jesus or you're destroyed. Ask any ghost people. Ask any ghost people why, when they get scared, why do they call on Jesus Christ? Ask any of the darkest satanic people, when they've been scared, why do they call on Jesus Christ? Because they know that Jesus Christ is God. They know that Jesus Christ is the King of darkness. You hear that? Footsteps? Pop Evil. It's a great song. Pop music, though, is evil. Listen, just look at the lyrics and look at the imagery. Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, all the same. All they are is modern day Madonnas. You know, they influence billions of people. My daughter is a huge Taylor Swift fan. She's like, she's so talented. Her lyrics just influence me. Yeah, look at the imagery. Is she dark or is she light? Listen to the songs. Is she dark or is she light? The song Bad Blood with Kendrick Lamar, was that a precursor to COVID? Now we got Bad Blood. What's the devil? Way out of the woods? Blank space. I'll write your name. Wouldn't the devil be associated more with lust and lies? Republican Party? Epstein list? Cannabis, Schedule 1 drug? We live in a fuck around, find out world. Fuck around and find out that is real. Is real. The devil is real. Israel, the country, does not believe in Jesus Christ. You know what that is? That's a line in the sand right there. That's a line in the sand. See, the Jewish people don't believe in the New Testament. They say it's incompatible with the Jewish faith. Okay. How about this? Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit are incompatible with the Jewish religion. You're on your own. What? Asmodeus. Jesus crossed over. I got a huge Asmodeus tattoo on my back. I've also got a huge crescent moon with a woman. I've got 2 fucking Eves on my chest. I've got a Grim Reaper. I've got Pennywise. I've got the Lovers. I've got High Priest. What? Challenge me. Send me spirit. All you spiritual people out there, go ahead. Go ahead. All you voodoo practitioners, all of you, scary, dark stuff, send me something. Send me something and see what comes back to you. Go ahead. Let's see if you're tough. Let's see if you're spiritually strong. Go ahead. I'm challenging you. I'm challenging anyone out there on this planet. Anyone on this planet, go ahead. Go ahead. Send me something. Send me some energy, please. Please send me some energy. And then Google what happened to the guy that fucked around with the Annabelle doll. And remember, you can die from fear. If you can die of a broken heart, you can die from fear. The Magician. Look at my page. I have 0 followers. It says I have 35 followers, but there's no one there. There's no one that makes any comments. So you want to talk about a magician? You want to talk about a magician that understands the algorithm and understands people? Right here. You see, I didn't want to be seen until I want you people to see me. That's a whole Harry Potter thing. Harry, you're a wizard. Do you know you're a wizard? Yeah, I know. Like I said, I have 2 wizards on me. One on my leg and one on my back. I told you people I'm spiritual, but no one believed me. Everyone said, oh, he's just stoned. Do I act stoned? Or is my words not clear and concise? Do you not see this thing up here? What is that right there? What is that? The people that talk about spirituality are scared of ghosts. They're scared of their own ghosts, that your own spirits, your own mental health. Why do you think mental health is the #1 leading cause of disability in the world? It's all the non-believers that are tormented by non-believing spirits that died. That's their job. If you're a non-believing spirit that died, meaning you didn't believe in God, you're eternally separated from God. So there's been 109 billion people that have walked on this earth, according to Google. If you don't believe me, Google it. Google how many people have died on this earth. 109 billion.